My name is Olivia I'm a junior political science and Spanish major with a minor in public administration, and I am the captain of the equestrian team.
My name is Sandi. I am a criminology political science double major.
So at our practices, we drive 20 minutes, and the barn, our trainer has 10 horses that we use, around 10. So we change every week, we ride a different horse to practice, and no one has their actual horse on campus. So when we compete, we'll go to University of Pennsylvania, Temple, all of these other locations, and basically pick the horse that we're riding out of a hat. So we've never seen them before, never ridden them before, and that's kind of the name of the game, is you get who you get and you have to adapt. So that in itself is a challenge.
That might be intimidating some people, but it's really, really cool because you get to kind of experience something new that you have before and teach yourself how to adjust to new situations.
Club Equestrian, it's a lot of work. The sport itself is a lot of work. It's not easy to do. It's not, you don't just sit on the horse and it goes. I think every single member of our team works really hard and has come such a long way. But I think everyone also should know how fun it is. It's a great environment, and I encourage everyone, if they have any interest in riding horses, to look into it, because we're always accepting new members.
So I've been riding, I would say, for now about 8 to 9 years. I did summer camp as a kid, and we had a horseback riding program for a week. My dad was really into horses, raced horses, loved them, and he really encouraged me to do so. So I went to this 1 week program and I fell in love with it, and I've been doing it ever since.
And I think I've kept riding because it's something that I love to do, but it's also made me who I am today, and it's taught me a lot. And I keep going just because it's one of my passions, but I've also met some of my greatest friends through it. My co-captain Morgan, I know I'll be her forever friend.
Well, I love the car drives to the barn. I feel like I have some of my favorite memories just getting to know all the girls and talking with them. Obviously, I love the riding part too, but I feel like the bonding that we get just from being in the car for 25 minutes, there and back, I feel like is a great way to get to know each other, especially before and after a tough lesson.
Shows are always a lot of fun. They're sometimes a little bit chaotic, but that's always fun to see the team come together and everyone cheer for everyone no matter what level they're at. So that's always a fun time, and I think our weekly practices help prepare us for that as well.
So in typical horse world, show season is in the summer. Obviously, we're not here. So I feel that there are more shows in the fall. That's just how it ended up being. We have less shows in the spring semester, but we have our most important shows in the spring semester, which are regionals and zones. So you kind of work throughout the fall to kind of qualify for these two shows in the spring.
This past weekend, we went to an away show in Ocean City, Maryland. So it was a 3-hour drive. We went on Friday, came back on Saturday, and we stayed the night in a hotel. And I think there's only 4 of us that went, but I thought that was very fun just to do something other than just wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the show, and just hanging out with the girls. And
I've been doing hunter jumpers. I know that's not necessarily a term that everybody knows, but hunters is basically how pretty your horse looks while you're jumping. And I've always loved that the most. But I remember when I first learned to canter, that was my favorite thing in the whole world. So I'll definitely say hunter jumpers is one of my favorites, with cantering too. Cantering is one of the paces a horse goes. So you have walk, and then you have trot, which is kind of a 2-paced beat. So it's and then cantering is more of a 3. It's so I guess it's 2-paced, but it's a little bit faster, and it's the gait right under galloping. So I think you've probably seen a horse gallop. It's a little bit slower than that.
I have loved being captain. I think it's really cool to be a leader. It's taught me a lot about myself, about working with other people, and I've watched the team evolve since I was a freshman, sophomore, and I've had changes that I've wanted to implement. And I think one of which was making the team closer knit, making friendships, and I think that it's working. I think the younger classmen have become much closer, and it's definitely a team that I'm proud of, and I've loved to watch it grow.
I love this club team. I think it's so unique and so different. I feel like the minute that I was at tryouts and had a lesson, I felt immediately welcomed. I felt immediately a part of the team, and it was such an atmosphere that I was really, really excited to be in.
I think that the relationship between our girls is really unique. I think I came into Villanova during the pandemic, COVID, so it was really difficult to meet people. I think our team, the bonds between seniors, freshmen, when everyone sees each other on campus, I think it's just so special. And I think there's a part of us that is tighter knit than other teams. And when someone struggles, someone is always there for them. And I think as captain, this is what I try to promote on the team. And I think that it shows, definitely.
The power and kind of like adrenaline you get from controlling an 1,000-pound animal is kind of really what inspired me to stick with it. I think it's a really nitty gritty sport that doesn't get enough credit, and the amount of effort and practice and time that you have to put into it is incredible. And I think that people that do stick with it are some of the strongest people. I feel like it's super underrated here. I feel like not many people know it exists. I feel like every time I've told somebody coming back with like barn stuff, they're like, "Oh, we have an equestrian team?" Like, so I feel like I wish it like got out there more, and that's what I really hope this video will do. If you are thinking about it or considering it, definitely sign up, show up. We'd love to have you. It's such an awesome, awesome thing to be a part of.